everybody, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to talk about tips on how to protect ourselves from Zoom fatigue. I know Zoom has always been used, or not always but oftenly used, most especially for online lessons or online learning, or just for meetings or even webinars or online conferences. So I have been using Zoom since last year. And yes, I had experienced a Zoom burnout or Zoom fatigue because staring at a screen, you really need to focus a lot. You need to, put a lot of concentration, to be able to catch or to be able to be engaged in a meeting or even in a class. So the first thing that helped me a lot is to move. So in our school, we use the free Zoom account, so that's like 40 minutes. And in every 40 minutes time, or maybe like in between, I try to move, or let's say stand up, or get some water, or get something, and just so that I can stand up and do something else, or instead of like being seated for quite some time. And as we all know, prolonged sitting is actually not good. So that's one thing. So I'll always find a reason for me to get up from my chair, and either I get to fill up my water, take my coffee, or even go to the toilet just to relieve myself, or go for a toilet break. That's something that I do. Okay. And another tip is that I would alternate myself from being seated in one class or in a certain period of a few minutes, and then after that I would continue doing my lessons or participating in a meeting standing up. That also again helped me a lot to not just be seated and be confined for quite some time. Again, prolonged sitting is not very good for your health, so having that alternative between being seated and standing up helps a lot. So that's number 2. Number 3 is a 20-20-20 rule. I'm not sure if you have heard about that. So in every 20 minutes that you are in front of the screen or doing any video conferencing, for that 20 minutes, take some 20 seconds to just look away with a distance of 20 feet. Okay, so that's 20, for every 20 minutes that you're staring at a screen, take 20 seconds away to look at something that is 20 feet far, okay, 20 feet distance. Okay, so that's what I do myself. So in every 20 minutes, I just quickly, look at outside my window, or if, let's say, for myself, I have a window just right beside where I put my table for my online lessons or online teaching. So I would just go look outside and then count to 20, and then after that, continue back to my screen. So that also helps with the sight. And lastly, okay, the last thing that I find as a very helpful way to relieve Zoom fatigue or Zoom burnout is to switch off camera or switch off my camera in a certain period. Okay, so for example, if let's say, of course, if it's teaching, I would switch my camera on fully. However, if it's, let's say, webinar and there's an option to switch off, and then I would do that. Then if I have some meetings or meetings, then of course definitely if it's if I need to switch on my camera, then I would do that. But for webinars that gives that option, then I would opt to switch off my video, and that would help me, just to relax for the meantime, and just put on the audio and listen to what's being shared. So again, firstly, get a break, okay, stand up, okay, do something, walk around in between your meetings or your classes. Secondly, find a way to either stand up or maybe sit down, just have that variety so that you can move your body. And then the 20-20-20 rule, and then of course having the option to switch off your camera or your video if you're attending a webinar or a meeting when you're live. So these are the tips that we can use on how to not get Zoom fatigue or Zoom burnout. Hope that helps. Please don't forget to subscribe and like for this video. Thanks. Bye.